Good afternoon to my YouTube viewers. I like to discuss JEE Mains 2020's paper which took place on 8th January in Shift-1. Question number 1. When photon of energy 4 electron volt strikes the surface of a metal A, the ejected photoelectrons have maximum kinetic energy T suffix A electron volt and de Broglie wavelength lambda suffix A. The maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons liberated from another metal B by photon of energy 4.5 electron volt is given a relation T suffix B equal to T suffix A minus 1.5 electron volt. If the de Broglie wavelength of these photoelectrons lambda suffix B equal to 2 times lambda suffix A, then the work function of the metal B is, there are 4 choices, we have to see the correct one. Solution: principle and concept relates in dual nature of matter and tools are required kinetic energy and linear momentum relation, that is kinetic energy equal to p square by 2 times mass of electron. Now also require de Broglie's wavelength relation, that is lambda equal to h by linear momentum. That means if we substitute linear momentum here, it will be h divided by root under 2 times kinetic energy into mass of electron. And we know that h and mass of electrons are common. So, we can write down for 2 different metals lambda A divided by lambda B equal to root under kinetic energy of B divided by kinetic energy of A. Now, lambda A over lambda B is provided, that is half, that is equal to root under T suffix A minus 1.5 divided by T suffix A. That means T suffix A we can calculate, that is 2 electron volt, and T suffix B also calculated, that is 0.5 electron volt. Now, work function for the metal will be phi suffix B, that is 4.5 minus 0.5, that will give you 4 electron volt. So, correct answer is choice number 4. Come to next question, question number 2. The coordinates of center of mass of uniform flat shaped lamina, thin flat plate of mass 4 kg. The coordinates of the same shown. We have to find out center of mass. There are 4 choices. Let us start. Let divide the lamina into 2 parts as shown in the figure, ABCD and DEFG. Now, each one will have a mass 2 kg. A can be considered as the origin of the xy axis. Now, for XCM we can write down 2 into 0.5 plus 2 into 1 divided by 2 plus 2, which will give you 0.75 centimeter, and YCM will be 2 into 1 plus 2 into 2.5 divided by 2 plus 2 equal to 7 by 4, which is 1.75 centimeters. So, correct answer is choice number 2. Next question, question number 3. The magnifying power of a telescope with tube length 60 centimeter is 5. What is the focal length of its eyepiece? There are 4 choices. Now, here it is required when object is at infinity, magnification for telescope is focal length of the objective divided by focal length of the eyepiece, and length of the telescope also L equal to focal length of the objective plus focal length of the eyepiece. So, substituting FO from the previous relation, we can get FE equal to L by M plus 1, which is equal to 10 centimeter. So, correct answer is choice number 1. then we can mark choice number. Now question number 4. The critical angle of a medium for a specific wavelength if the medium has a relative permittivity 3 and relative permeability 4 by 3 for the wavelength will be, there are 4 choices. We know that speed of electromagnetic waves we can write V equal to C divided by root under mu suffix r epsilon suffix r. Now we know that very basic definition of refractive index, that is C by V, that will give us root under mu suffix r and into epsilon suffix r. Substituting both the values we will get mu equal to 2, and we know critical angle equation for standard equation will be sin C equal to 1 by mu, and substituting the value of mu we can see C will come 30 degree. So, the critical angle is 30 degree. The choice number correct choice is choice number 1. Next, question number 5. 3 charge particles A, B and C with charges minus 4q, plus 2q and minus 2q are present on the circumference of a circle of radius d. The charge particles A, C and center O of the circle formed an equilateral triangle as shown in the figure. Electric field at O along x axis direction is, we have to derive it. Now in solution, let a point charge placed at O. Now electric field due to charge A, that is minus 4q, will be along direction OA, and due to B and C it will be along the direction OC. Now resultant electric field along OA will be 4q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught d square, and along electric field along OC will be due to 2 charges, that is twice q 4 pi epsilon naught d square plus twice q 4 pi epsilon naught d square, because both the charges will give electric field along the direction of OC. Now along our question is to find out along electric field along x axis. So E electric field O cos 30 degree plus electric field OC cos 30 degree will come in the picture. Now substituting that is 4q divided by 4 pi epsilon d square into root 3 by 2 plus 4q divided by 4 pi epsilon d square into root 3 by 2, it will give us ultimately root 3q by 4 by pi epsilon naught d square. That will be the resultant electric field along the direction of x. Next question is question number 6. Consider a uniform rod of mass big M, which is 4 times small m, and length L pivoted about its center. A mass small m moving with a velocity v making an angle theta, that is pi by 4, to the rod along its collides along the rod's long axis, collides with one end of the rod and sticks to it. The angular speed of the rod mass system just after the collision is, we have to find out omega, angular speed. Now there are 4 choices. Principle to use for in this problem, that is rotational dynamics. Tools are required, conservation of angular momentum, as the rod is pivoted, so it can rotate only with respect to rotational axis. So after collision, small m will stick to the rod, small m will stick to the rod. We can find out angular momentum for the mass small m just at the time when it will collide the rod, that is mv sin 45 degree into L by 2, that angular momentum taken with respect to axis of rotation. Now, after sticking the mass, angular momentum of the rod mass system will be I omega, and I will be big M L square over 12 plus small m L by 2 square. Now, here if we into omega, these two angular momentums will be equal. Now, from here we can find out omega equal to 3 root 2 V over 7 L. That means it will match with the answer number 1. Now, question number 7. The length of a potentiometer wire is 1200 centimeter and it carries a current 60 milliamps. For a cell of EMF 5 volt and internal resistance 20 ohm, the null point on it is found to be 1000 centimeter, to be at 1000 centimeter. The resistance of whole wire is, there are 4 choices. In solution, let EMF of the driving cell is V suffix D. Now, potential gradient, if we calculate for this portion, that is 1000 centimeter, that will give us, that means as galvanometer current through the galvanometer will be 0. So, whatever secondary cell is there, that is 5 volt, that will be balanced with this 1000 centimeter. So, 5 over 1000, that will give you 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 volt per centimeter. Now, same potential gradient will maintain for 1200 centimeter. Now, Vd we can calculate 1200 into 1200 centimeter into 5 into 10 to the minus 3, that will give us 6 volt. Now, Vd is 6 volt. Now, as we have to find out resistance, that means Vd over resistance will give current, and current is provided in the question, that is 16 to 10 to the minus 3 ampere. So, resistance will be 100 ohm, that matches with the choice number 1. So, answer will be choice number 1. Next question is question number 8. Boolean relation at the output stage Y for the following circuit is. There are 4 choices. Solution. Here we find that this circuit diagram is a combination of 2 circuits. That first part of the circuit is OR gate and the second part of the circuit is NOT gate. Combining these two, we will get a NOR gate, and we will get a output A plus B bar, that is A bar into B bar. So, first OR will give you, that is A plus B, that is Y dash, then Y will be available, that will come as a NOT gate, and ultimately we will get A bar dot B bar, and answer choice will be here choice number 4. So, next remaining questions will be discussed in the coming videos, and I expect that if you cooperate with me, please subscribe and motivate us in this way, and I can give you more solutions within few days. So, thank you very much to all of you.